I don't know cause I don't stone them, mind my business on my mama, fuck a nigga, I'm coming big booty bitch, made her back her ass up, shots out the switch, made him bag his man up, say that she a bitch, she my private dancer, you can call her phone, bitch, she ain't gon' answer, go, 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 now they turn the bitch, I'm talking way past the ceiling, go, she fuck with me because he
okay. This is MAYBEE and Freedom on Get With The Program podcast, and we are here today with a special guest. And he goes by the name of, tell us your name, young man.
It's Fluff OK in the building.
That's right.
What's up, man?
Yeah.
Huh?
What's going on?
What's good?
Just chilling, man. Shit, woke up like 2 hours ago. Shit.
You woke up like 2 hours ago, you said?
Yeah.
You a night owl?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Can you spell your name for us? Or actually, tell us your Instagram handle.
On my Instagram handle, Flood008, FLVDD008, and I go by the name of Fluff4K, FLVD4K.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell us where the name came from.
Well, shit. I made my first song. I was like 11 years old, and my big brother, who you feel me, he be making music for hella years. So it's like he like what you want your name to be? I'm like, shit, I don't know. I was writing that shit. I was writing that shit on drawings. I was making drawings of clothes. Like I was like 10. I was writing that shit. I'm like,
yeah.
I'll just be Flood.
Flood,
and you know what I'm
Flood.
saying? Yeah.
Like flooded, like water flooding?
Yeah, like
okay.
You feel me? Like flood your block.
Yeah.
Cutter, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. All right. I like that. That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's the lifestyle you into now?
Nah, man, I don't be doing nothing, man. I just be at the house making music. Shit.
That's real.
Yeah.
You flooding the airwaves with your music.
Yeah.
So
we are extremely pleased that you are here today on Get With The Program podcast with MAYBEE and Freedom.
I appreciate it.
Thank you. Yeah.
Ugh.
Pleasure to be here.
Yeah. Thank you for coming in too. We really appreciate you. You're a little young bruh out there in the community doing some things. So yeah.
Hi, Freedom.
How you doing?
I'm doing fabulous.
You doing fabulous?
I am.
Yeah.
Life is good today.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
I know we want to start this out with doing a grateful list, right?
Absolutely.
Gratitude,
you know the
gratitude
drill.
list.
You know the drill. Everyone likes the gratitude list.
Yeah?
Yeah. I mean, everyone loves it.
They should. It's what we're going to do.
Yeah.
Every time we come up in here, you know, we're truly grateful for this platform. We're truly grateful for people that come up in these doors and, you know, just get stuff off of them.
And also, I think that people are starting to realize the more you stay in that state of gratitude, the better your life is.
Oh, yeah.
No matter what is going on in your life, like we say, if you can learn to be grateful, even if everything is fucked up, if there's one thing going right, it could be that the sun is out today,
right.
or that,
right.
you know, you found a clean shirt. I don't
right.
know.
Yeah.
You know, whatever it is, if you can focus on that one thing that's going well, it will change your whole mindset.
So I guess the thing that I'm grateful for, you want me to start?
I would love you to start.
So I'm grateful for waking up this morning. Grateful for being able to go to 2 meetings today.
Nice.
And also to be able to be in contact with my sponsor and other men, and to be able to just do whatever I have free will to do whatever I want. I'm grateful for you. And the challenges we've had over the last couple weeks. It has not been easy.
Man.
I'll tell you guys what, she's a fireball for real. No joke.
Do you remember when we first started doing this back in March? You said, "You're so sweet."
Yeah.
I want to see that other side of you. I was like, no, you don't.
I finally saw it. So I'm also grateful for, you know, I've been doing a lot of editing, and I'm super grateful for my ability to just stay calm and just get through this editing process, because it is something that's really humbled me. And I thank God every day for the blessings of my skills. And, you know, there's one more thing I'm grateful for is my beautiful daughters. Actually, 2 more things. My beautiful daughters, and just want to tell them that I love them so much, Trinity and Shauna. And then also, the last thing I'm grateful for today is being able to look at a picture of myself when I was younger, probably about 12 years old, and I was able to look into that little kid's eyes and say, who would ever want to hurt you?
That's powerful.
And I just started crying. Like, I get emotional. I'm emotional right now just even talking about it, because I had to leave my house yesterday and like go on a walk, and I called my sponsor when I was in the car, but I think I called you.
You did.
And I was crying hysterically, right?
Yes,
in the
and
car.
I thought someone died.
Yeah, I was banging on my
like,
window.
What is going on?
I thought I was gonna have to pull my Benz over somewhere and just check the window,
Yeah,
because
you were
I
like,
was.
But that's good. It's better that you call me than go do something stupid.
Because a lot of our listeners don't know that I had a hard life. I was bullied a lot, you know, and with that, I stuffed a lot of stuff down, you know.
And let me rephrase that. I apologize.
Yeah.
Not something stupid, something that you would regret or that might cost you your life or somebody else's life.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because when we're angry, sometimes we do stuff that we wouldn't do when we're calm and in our normal state of mind.
Right.
So I'm really proud of you for that.
Thank
I know
you.
that was a painful moment, and it was a lot going on. You've had so much going on, and I'm proud of you for staying sober through it all and just grounded. And I mean, sometimes we get a little flighty, you know, but you come back down every time. So, you know, I think, like I told you, I think it was this morning. I don't know. We've had so many conversations lately that if it wasn't for the program, we would have killed each other by now.
That's for sure.
For real. Because the tools that we obtain working on ourselves on a daily basis, it's all good. The tools that we obtain working on ourselves on a daily basis are gems. They're literally like, I almost feel bad for people that don't know them, because at any given moment, no matter what's happening, we have like all these different things that we can do and pull from, or people, and call someone and get like this amazing advice or direction. Like I was dealing with something, I think it was about me and you, because I was just like, I did not know what to do. And I talked to a man in the program. 'Cause normally I'll talk to women, but I'm like, you know, I need a man's perspective. And he gave me some really good advice, but he asked me first, he said, what would be most helpful for you right now? I said, I need you to be 100% honest with me, transparent. He said, okay. And he was, and it was like, ooh, but I needed that.
Yeah.
And when we don't have tools to know to ask for things like that or go to somebody. I remember times where for a long time, I didn't think that I needed help. I could do it on my own. I could figure it out by myself, but that did not work for me.
Yep.
So
what you grateful for today?
I am grateful for so many things, man. My grateful lists have been a little different lately. I think I'm getting a little deeper with things. I started working with a new person you can cut this part out, but I've been advised that we've said too many things that we shouldn't say when it comes to the program.
Yeah.
I forgot to talk to you about that.
Okay.
So I'm going to keep it cute. I just don't want to offend anybody in our program. That's all. So I've been working with somebody new on going over some things in my life and my experiences and my traumas and whatnot. And it's a specific formula, but you know, life continues to happen no matter what. Even if you work on yourself and you get through like all this really hard stuff and you come out and you see this light that you've never seen before, you still are going to have life happen, right? And then not only that, but as you grow, you're going to understand things in a different way. Like 5 years ago to today, I was a completely different person. Like completely. I don't even recognize like some of the pictures of myself. I'm like, wow. Like I can see in my eyes just how different I am. And that is something that I wrote in my gratitude list, I think this morning or yesterday. No, it was this morning. I'm so grateful for the woman that I used to be, because no matter how broken and in pain that she was, and just, she was such a mess. Somehow she found a way, a desire to want to change and grow and get to where I am today. Like I prayed a million times to be where I am. And honestly, I didn't even know life could be this good. Yeah. And I'm so grateful for that. Like having that sense of, okay, it does get better. it can get even better than you ever expected it to, you know? And that's why I keep going. Cause when I wake up, like people always like, you're sober. Isn't life boring? What do you do? It's like, I wake up in the morning and I'm so excited for life because there's magic that's going to happen all day long. Like spiritual moments. Those are my favorite more than anything. I'm not tripping on going into the club and, you know, or just things I used to be interested in. That stuff is fun, but I way rather have a spiritual experience, you know, and that's the magic to me that I look forward to in my day. I'm super grateful for my kids. So grateful for them. They both are just like every week just transforming on their own, you know, and I get to be so present for that and be there for them, and they trust me and they're talking to me. Like, I know they say you're not supposed to be your kid's friend, but I don't really believe that. I think you're their parent first. Absolutely. 100%. But in some sense, you have to be their friend, because if you're not, then they're not going to come to you. Yeah. Like, I've always been so open with my children, probably too open in some people's eyes. I don't care. My kids love me. My kids tell me almost everything. They confide in me. My daughter, who's going to be 19 on Saturday, she tells me all the time, I'm her best friend. Yeah. And people say, she's not supposed to be your friend. I don't give a damn what you say about that. I'm grateful that my daughter has a person that she can confide in. Yeah. You know? I'm telling you, I could go on and on and on. I'm just grateful for everything. I'm grateful for you. I'm grateful that me and you be getting into it and arguing and stuff, because we always come back to the other side and we take accountability and we recognize our parts and we apologize and we grow and learn so much. Like, I have changed so much in the last 2.5 months just doing this podcast with you. Like, it has, like I just posted on our social media, it's recording day, aka therapy, because this literally is a therapy session every time. Like, I feel transformed every time we leave this room. So
that's what's up.
Yeah. And I'm grateful for our guest today, because we love the youth. We love you kids. Freedom and I are here for all of you kids. You can call us. We'll give you our phone number. You can hit us up on social media. You need somebody to talk to, whatever it is. We love you guys, and we're here for you.
Believe that.
Straight up. And I'm not just saying that. So I mean that.
So with our guests, you got anything that you're grateful for today?
Yeah, man, I'm grateful to be here today.
Yeah.
Feel me?
That's what's up, bro.
Losing a lot of people, man.
Yeah. What you mean by that?
Feel me? I just lost one of my homies. Feel me?
Recently?
2 days ago.
2 days ago?
Feel me? Yeah. So it's his partners right now. I can't see them. They locked up in the system. They gone. You feel me? So you feel me? I can't see him right now. You feel me? So it's like, I'm grateful that I could be with my family. You feel me? Wake up and chill at my house and not go. You feel me? Crash out. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what I've been grateful for.
My condolences.
Past couple days. Yeah, appreciate you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know it's not easy when we lose some, you know, and if we don't have any ways to cope, any coping mechanisms.
Up all night, every night making hella music.
Yeah.
That's your way to cope.
Hell yeah.
So, what part of the music do you think is like the healing part of it for you?
Just like, cause I don't really like to talk much. I don't like to talk to people about shit. I don't like to do all that shit for real. So.
When's your birthday, Jeremy?
September 26th.
Oh, you're a Libra.
Yeah.
You're surrounded by Libras, Freedom.
Yeah. So how old are you?
17.
17?
Yeah.
You in high school right now?
I just graduated last week.
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Oh my God, that's a huge accomplishment. Yeah. Congratulations.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
I think I was over at your graduation too.
I seen you for sure, you know what I'm saying? For sure.
Yeah, and
amazing.
You want to tell them a little bit about how you and I met?
Shit, John here, he run the program, the STOP program, which is a cool ass program I ain't never seen before. You feel me? Cause I always knew like about Marin and all that, Marin High School, and you feel me? I'm just like I always knew it was like a studio in there, cause I had some homies that went there. You feel me? I knew it was a studio in there, but you feel me? When I started going there like sophomore year, like during COVID or something, or like junior year. I was going through hella shit. I was taking hella losses and shit, so
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying, John, you feel me, reached out to like a little school counselor and said like, oh, you know, I had him in the studio before, because I did go in the studio before, but I had him in the studio before. He knows how to use everything. He you feel me, he's way like advanced in this shit. And he's like, and so my counselor came to me like, you want to start going in there, like you want to just start going in there, you just gotta you feel me. So,
Going in there
since
meaning
then,
in the studio?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
in the studio, just like I was able to go in there by myself and shit, because I already, you feel me, I know how to do all this shit, and it was really cool to be able to do that shit at school, because that's like that's like unheard of for real. That's
Yeah.
like, y'all the first people doing this shit. For
Yeah.
real. Like,
So to our listeners tuning in, what he was talking about is the STOP program. We actually put a music studio on the high school campus at Marin Oaks High School to give kids access to music and to help them heal and to have them tell their stories through music, and also to help guide them from the streets and the stuff that goes on at home, to give, you know, there's kids shooting up schools all day, every day, right?
Yeah.
We got that all day, every day right now, and that's become the norm. It's become the norm, and so what I try to do is try to give these kids an access to learn how to write music, learn how to make beats, learn how to record, and then on top of that, learn how to work with their peers. And it's turned into a beautiful thing. The music studio has been there for about 3.5 years now on Marin Oaks High School campus, and these kids, I mean, I've worked with so many kids. I mean, some of them come in there and their grades were really poor, and then by the time they just graduate, I mean, we use it as an enrichment class for the kids, so they actually get credits towards graduation, and they can come on their elective hour. They can also, you know, it's a beautiful thing. I can't say enough about the principal, Kessa Early, and you know what she's done at that school, and what everyone, the whole administration, you know. But it was just awesome to watch you guys go up there to get your diplomas recently, and to see you on your way. And then you want to tell them what you're about to do next?
well, I mean, shit, John gave me a crazy ass opportunity to fucking start engineering and producing for the program. You feel me?
Wow.
So I'm
That's
hyped for that.
awesome.
You know what I'm saying? So that's a good ass opportunity for real. So I'm, you feel me, for sure about to go crazy with that.
So, and another part of the program is we give them an opportunity to the mentors when they graduate the program. If they have the talent, I'll hire them.
Yeah.
And Jeremy has the talent.
Mm-hmm.
He has the talent, and I told him straight up, I was like, you know, you worked hard at this. All I need you to do is keep your grades up and stay focused on the streets, and you know, this will turn into something beautiful for you. You can actually start producing music for other people, and he's going to be the sound engineer and music producer for STOP.
Wow. Look at you.
Yeah.
Graduated high school, turning into a producer, engineer, all in the same year.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And then you still get to do your own music too. Like,
Yeah.
that's so
Still going
fire.
crazy.
Yeah. So, do you have family in the area?
Yeah. All my family stay in the Bay, all around the Bay.
Yeah.
Yeah, people's in the city, people's in Vallejo, people's out here. So it's
Mm-hmm.
yeah, everybody from the Bay.
Okay.
Yeah.
How likely do you think it would have been? Okay, let me rephrase that question. If you didn't do STOP with Freedom, do you think you would have graduated high school?
Honestly, I got a lot of elective credits being in there, so I'm not. You feel me? I don't know, honestly, cause but yeah. I
Do you
mean,
think-
they did
like,
do
do you
some
thi-
clutch shit and like cut my credits in half because of COVID, so that was cool. But like,
But I'm saying more on like a level of like it helped you just to get through, you know, so that you
nah,
could.
yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Nah, yeah, for surely, cause right, like I said, like being able to just go in there, like credit recovery, and just be in the studio and do what I like to do, and just
Mhm.
have like that, even though I gotta, you feel me, go to class and deal with all this other shit outside of school and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was for sure. It for sure helped me get through it. Made it a lot easier for me.
Yeah,
For
you
sure.
looked forward to that part of your day.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
How likely are you to recommend STOP to another student at any school? Like, do you think this should be available at every high school, like in the America?
Yeah. Hell yeah. I think it's a lot of places this needs to be. 'Cause it's like a lot, like, I don't know. I feel like a lot of, like, even if it was able to go reach out to a whole bunch of other places, it's a whole lot of more voices to be heard. It's a whole lot of, you feel me? It's a whole lot of opportunities that's just gonna be opened up for, you feel me, the youth. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I feel like there's a lot of kids who don't want to go to school because, you know, it's boring or, you know, like I remember myself being in high school. I didn't like a lot of the subjects, but I loved art, right? I loved PE only because it wasn't me sitting reading a book. So I feel like having an elective that's something creative, something where you get to use your brain in a different way and it's fun, that makes sense to me, that a kid would want to be at school and strive for greatness and succeed and graduate high school.
for sure.
How many, do you have any siblings?
Yeah, I got damn, I got 5 siblings.
Yeah.
If I'm counting right.
Okay.
I got 2 little sisters and 2 little brothers and an older brother. And I got a stepsister too.
Okay.
So,
That's what's up.
How was your relationship with your stepfather? Because I heard you say stepsister.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, childhoods type shit. It was kind of rocky, you feel me? But you feel me? Nowadays, it's like everybody cool. Everybody,
Yeah. Well,
ain't no past prejudice.
Yeah.
To nobody, you feel me? Because at the end of the day, we all family. So it's like.
Yeah. I think it's typical, like, when you blend families, especially, like, when you're a teenager, maybe, or, you know, just, like, getting to puberty, or even just, like, a young kid. I think it's easier when they're babies or the little kids to transition, you know, step parents into your life or step siblings into your life. But when you get a little older, you're like, you're not my dad, you're not my mom. You know what I'm saying? Like, you bump heads. I mean, I scared every man away that came into my mom's life, you know?
Yeah.
So for you to be able to be, you're almost an adult in a couple months legally, to say that now, like, you know, yeah, it was rocky then, but now we're family and it's cool. And you probably have some appreciation for some of the hard things that you might have went through with him.
Hell yeah, for sure. I mean, that should really, it for sure build character, for sure.
Yeah. How many hours a week do you spend making music?
I don't know. It's like, it's some days sometimes I go weeks without making a song or some shit. But you feel me? Sometimes I just be in there every day, all night. You know what I'm saying? This week, probably, I probably spent like at least 30 hours making music.
This week?
This week.
Nice. Do you have a favorite song of yours that you have made?
I got like 100 unreleased songs. I don't got one favorite. There's a lot.
100 unreleased songs?
Yep.
That's what's up.
Yep.
Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah. I'm telling you, when he came in and I started seeing his work ethic, and I was like, here, let me train you on this equipment over here. And he just took at it real quick.
Yeah.
One of the best experiences I had with you was watching you record other men, other students, you know, and that for me let me know exactly why we did this, you know, and to see you guys come together, put together some art, you know, and just witness something so amazing.
Yeah, for sure.
What was that experience like for you, to record some of your friends and actually get on some of the songs with them?
Shit, it's cool, bro. I've been doing that forever, though.
Yeah.
Like, I would have all my homies rapping.
Yeah.
All my homies rapping. Some, it ain't foreign, but like,
Yeah.
you feel me? We would just do it. You feel
Yeah.
me? It's fun. We over here, you feel me? And just making songs, niggas just talking shit.
Yeah.
For real. You feel me? That's real, nigga.
Yeah.
That'd be the best times for real.
Yeah.
I have a question for you. Do you believe in telling your friend if they can't rap?
Bruh, yeah, bruh. Y'all gotta start doing that shit, bruh. Like, y'all gotta start doing
Normalize
that,
telling your homies that they can't motherfucking rap and
y'all
try
gotta
to do
start
something
doing
else.
that shit, bruh, because if I'm the only one that's doing that shit, then I'm gonna look like an asshole.
You look like a hater,
I'm
right?
like-
You don't
Yeah.
put them on.
I'm
You don't
like,
put them on
bruh.
some of your songs away.
I'm like, bruh. If I'm like, bruh, this ain't it, bruh. You gotta, nigga, you got other shit going on. You could do that. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna look like an asshole if I ain't. But everybody thinking it. But if I'm the only one saying it, nigga, I'm
Yeah.
like, damn.
Are
I'm
you-
like crushing this nigga dream right now? I'm like, fuck.
Are you that friend that the one who says things that no one else wants to say but everybody's thinking?
I'm not too much like that. I kind of just like peep shit. Honestly, I just like peep. All right,
Take notes.
Who's your favorite artist?
damn. I don't. Damn,
Like,
I
who-
don't got no favorite artist.
If you had somebody to look up to, who would it be in the music industry? Say Freedom.
Yeah, that's what he was wanting you to say.
Bruh. Damn, I'm really trying to think. I'm damn near really trying to think, bro.
Circle back to that. Give you a minute.
Yeah, for surely.
Yeah, maybe it'll come to you.
Yeah.
Do you remember the first time in your life when you said, "Oh my God, music is my thing"? Like, how old were you? Where were you? What did that feel like? When did you know? Was it a song? Was it a person? Was it like a place?
playing the drums?
Playing the drums? You can play the drums?
When I was like six, I was like 6 years old. And I was like, I fucking like, I was always
You felt
into
that?
music.
Yeah.
I started playing the drums. I was playing the drums like all through elementary school. Cause I stayed out here. in elementary school, so I was just playing the drums, just teaching myself how to do all
Yeah.
that shit. I was like, wait, raw. I ain't gonna lie. I bet I'd be raw if I hop back on that shit.
So what did you ever do with the drum set I gave you? The electrical
Bruh.
one.
Bruh, to this fucking day, I don't
You haven't even hooked it
how
up
to
yet?
figure
You haven't
that
hooked
shit
it up
out.
yet?
Hell yeah, that is bro. I don't
So-
know how to do that shit.
Someone donated a drum set to our program,
Uh-huh.
and whenever anyone donates anything, I always give it to the youth. So someone gave a guitar signed by One Republic, by the band One Republic,
Okay.
and had like 5 or 6 signatures on it. And the lady was like, "Who do you think this is for?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, let's get out to VN." And I took a video of me walking up to her door with it, and she was so surprised.
Aw.
Yeah, and then he got the drum set,
Nice.
you know, and there's just, it's been beautiful, man, when people donate to these youth, like, you know.
Yeah, I was thinking the other day, like, sometimes people don't realize something that might be small to you
Yeah.
is a huge deal to
Yeah.
someone else. It can really, like, change their life.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Is there any other instrument you can play besides the drums?
I mean, I've been making beats, so I guess you could say I could lightweight play the piano.
Okay. Yeah.
I caught you in the studio one day playing the piano on the keys, bruh.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
I actually got some videos of that. I'm gonna pop that up in your podcast.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
What was the biggest thing you went through coming up as a child? Like, were you pretty much bullied or anything? Did you go through anything like that?
I don't want to say I was bullied. I can't really remember a time I was really like getting bullied by somebody, but I mean, I was so different. when I was
Yeah.
younger, so it was like
Were you the quiet one?
Yeah, I was for sure different than most. You feel me? I'm saying, but I still had homies that still fucked with me. You feel me?
What was the biggest thing you learned in school this year? Like the biggest takeaway?
I mean, I feel like just graduating taught me more than anything.
Was it a challenge?
Yeah, because
Graduate?
I could just do it. Like, it was a lot of time I didn't think I was gonna do it. You feel me? There was a lot of times I was like, fuck school. Like, I'm not going. I'm not even finna go back tomorrow. I'm not even finna go. I'm just finna go.
Yeah.
You know, I'm finna go do whatever. You feel me? Like, but you feel me? I did it though. So
Yeah.
it's like, I know a lot of niggas can't say the same. You feel me? It's a lot of niggas that they not graduating high school out here, bro. They not doing that. So
You
it's
going to
like,
college or what?
I don't know about no college. that's like a step. I don't know. I'm thinking about it for sure. I mean, I got plans I want to do that I think I could accomplish without college. But
Yeah.
feel me, if it ever gets to it, yeah, for sure.
What is your nationality?
I'm Peruvian, Mexican, Chinese, and Native American.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. I love
Yeah.
Peruvian food. I just tried it recently. Sidebar.
Ooh,
Yeah.
it's fire.
It's so good.
Delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I noticed that like our talks and stuff always get serious. You know what I mean? And I noticed that you always grasp a hold of it, and you get something from it.
Yeah.
And that's one of the reasons why I like working with you, is because no matter what you're going through on the streets, I know you got a lot going on. You know, I'm here
Yeah.
as a mentor, as a brother. Like I told you, I would never ever not answer my phone for you. You know, and
Appreciate you.
I've opened that line of communication for you
Yeah,
at
yeah.
all times.
Nah,
You
for
know,
sure appreciate that.
so
It's real.
I just appreciate you coming to me all the time. You know, and even teachers when you were in school would call me and say, "Hey, pull Jeremy out of class, pull him out of class, and get him in the studio."
Yeah,
You know, and that for me, when they lean on me for that support for you guys, it means a lot to me,
Yeah.
because those one-on-one coaching sessions that I do get with you guys, I take a lot from it.
Yeah. For sure.
You know.
Yeah. It's real.
Do you feel that you face any mental health challenges, or that you did growing up?
Nah, yeah, for sure. I got, I mean, yeah, I got 5150 on my birthday, my 14th birthday.
What was that like?
It was fucking fucked up, but you feel me, it was whatever. I had real bad anger issues and shit,
Mhm.
so it was like, you know what I'm saying? I always kind of struggle with that shit. I
Yeah.
always kind of struggle with that shit for real. You feel me? Everybody get that little, you know what I'm saying, panic attack, anxiety. Nigga, like I said, I ain't even been waking up till like 4 o'clock lately. I don't even be going to sleep for real. Like I don't, you know, it's too much shit going on, bro. It's too much shit. My mind be racing when I go to sleep. You feel me? So it's like, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, nah, I would say yeah for sure. I feel like a lot of people from that be in the streets need to be more open about that shit, bro. Cause it's like a lot of niggas is going through hell, bro.
Yeah.
And they just, you feel me? They gonna pop pills and they gonna, you feel me? Sip, drink, do whatever. You feel me? That's you feel me? That's how, you feel me? That's damn near how a lot of niggas, what a lot of people feel like they gotta do. But it's like, bro, you gotta be more open with your shit, bro. Like a lot, like just like I didn't like to talk, bro. Like I still to this day I don't like to talk about my problems. You feel me? I don't really like to do that shit, but when I do, and like that's why music
Yeah.
helps me a lot, cause it's like I could talk about my problems and I don't gotta talk about it with nobody. Like,
Yeah.
but even when I do end up like, you feel me, like opening it up and like, you feel me, just chopping it up, like whether it's one of my partners, like my girl or whatever, like on some deep shit, and like, you feel me, I always end up feeling better, you feel me, about my situations and shit. So it's like I feel like a lot of more people that, you feel me, gotta start doing that, cause it's like, man, there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong being vulnerable sometimes and shit. Cause it's like, I don't know.
What is that like when you say there's nothing wrong with being vulnerable? For some people, right?
Yeah. For some people, it's like, yeah, it's like, nigga, you a pussy, like you, like I don't need to talk, like, you know what I'm saying? But them niggas, they be going through the most shit and they don't want to talk about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They oh shit.
We got hydros on the chair. I feel that vulnerability is a superpower, and I think it takes an incredible amount of strength to be vulnerable.
So
You know, and somebody that, like, because I know for me, for a long time, I never, like you, I didn't want to talk to nobody about, I'm good, I'm fine, I'm the strong friend. Or I was the strong friend. I think everybody knows now I'm still strong, but I will tell you openly exactly how I feel. You ask me, I'm not the one that's going to be like, oh, I'm good. Nope, today I'm having a hard day, or this is what I'm going through, because not only are you helping yourself by expressing yourself, but you're helping someone else know that it's okay to talk about your feelings.
yeah.
Tell us what your in 5 years looks like for you.
Shit, you feel me? I don't know. That's kind of hard question to answer because the way shit be going sometimes. Like what I hope is that I got motherfucking, you feel me? That I got chicken to where I can handle all my peoples and all that shit. Just hopefully, you feel me?
For the people who don't know what chicken is, that's money, honey.
Yep.
Let's do it.
We'll be back on Get With The Program podcast. Maybe Freedom, Germ, or you can call him Flood. Either one.
Flood.
Good.
Okay, in the building.
Okay.
Hey.
Welcome back. We just took a little break. Maybe in Freedom Show, Get With The Program podcast with our special guest here, Flood.
Okay, man.
What up, Flood?
Yep. Little okay, man.
So normally at the end of our show, we do a segment called Fuckboy of the Week. I have to say Fuckboy of the Week is dead now.
Why is that?
Dead, gone, casket, body bag, tombstone, over, bye. Well, subconsciously, I realized the last couple episodes that we recorded, I kind of phased it out.
Yeah.
And then it was brought to my attention that what I was doing was offensive to men.
Okay.
And at first,
in what way?
by degrading men, you know, putting them down and like, and I didn't see it that way because of the experiences that I've had with men in my life. And just what I saw growing up, and probably the fact that my father wasn't in my life until 2 years ago. So my experience with men has not been the best.
Yeah.
You know, so I go hard on men, and I realize that. And so when it was brought to my attention, at first I got defense. I'm like, fuck you. You know what I mean? Like, you wanted me to do this in the first place. What are you talking about?
Is it because you go hard on men because it was done to you? Could it be that?
No. It's not necessarily that. I just feel like I've had a lack of respect for men because of the kind of men I've been around.
Is that because of your choice of men? Like the ones you choose to date?
It's been my environment.
Yeah. Was it... We need to dig a little bit deeper.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you right now. First of all, growing up in a household where your parents are alcoholics, you have a certain type of person around.
Right.
Right? So these men that were around, I had no respect for them because I saw what was going on. And then when I'm living in the hood over here and over there, like I said, the type of man that I saw, not every single one of them were this way, but it wasn't a good thing. And then, you know, because of the lack of love that I had for myself and the lack of respect that I had for myself, I allowed certain things to happen, and then I blame this man, right? When someone shows you who they are the first time, if you choose not to believe them and you stick around, it's not their fault. They're just being them. After that, it's on you.
Yeah.
You know, and so this particular conversation where it was brought to my attention, I was at first defensive, and then I had to think about it, and I'm like, you know what?
Who was that brought it to your attention?
It was
if
you.
You don't mind.
It was you.
It was me?
It was you.
Me.
Yes. I didn't know if you wanted me to.
So you put me on blast. You just put me on blast.
I didn't know if you wanted me to put you. asked who it was. Don't ask a question you don't want the real answer to.
For real,
you know
for
I
real.
give a motherfucking real
I
around
appreciate
here.
that though.
Yeah, and I appreciate you for bringing it to my attention, honestly, because I got really deep with it.
Because the reason why I did that is because in today's world, the men need so much fucking love. Like I'm just being 100% real.
I have a whole.
Like
I have a whole.
we
speech
need
for you right now.
need some love because there's some broken ass men out there.
Yes.
Right. And if we're breaking them down even more, right, making them feel like pieces of shit.
Yeah.
When they don't really need to feel that way, they're like being rejected.
Right.
You know, for just trying to put themselves out there, right? But then when we're making them feel like shit on top of shit.
Right.
Right? So we don't put a problem on top of a problem. When you put a problem on top of a problem, you stacking shit up.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
And
you just wrote a rap right
that's
now.
how our men are today. Is like we get fucked up emotionally because we don't want to open up. I know myself. I'm speaking for me. I used to be closed up so much to where if you came to me with something, I'll be completely quiet. Just like our conversations, right? You and I went back and forth in our little text log or whatever, right? And then on the phone, like I just blew up, right? But normally in those type of situations, my silence means
This speaks volumes.
I'm about to say something that I'm gonna regret later. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or I'm gonna put myself out there a certain way where it's gonna push you away on purpose.
Yeah. Well, I realized so many things in this last week with you specifically, and that was kind of the start of it. And I had to take. So when you said that all to me in the text message, if you notice, I didn't respond to you until the next morning because I had already said a bunch of shit to you that was mean. I meant a lot of what I said, but it came out in a fucked up way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I was holding in some frustration.
Yeah.
But, and you said some things to me that were hurtful and you meant, but they came out in the way they came out because you were pissed off at me. You know, but I'm glad you said those things to me because it made me realize the responsibility that I have had on both of my kids' fathers. Yeah. And where they both are and the things, it made me like, I'm working on some things again. I don't want to use the word or the term, but I have to do an inventory on myself, you know, and really think about my part that I really, for real played in the demise of my relationships with both of my kids' fathers. Because I'm going to be woman enough to say this right now, that I am still learning how to treat a man. I didn't have a father in my home growing up.
That's important. That I like the way you said that too, because of how the women are today, like the young girls that grow up without their dads in the house.
Yeah, because when you don't grow up with, when you're a female and you don't grow up with a positive male role model in your home, and all you see is a man, you know, this couple years, a different man this couple years or whatever, or you see different other type of men in your family and the way they treat women, and it may not be good or whatever the circumstances are, you develop this thing about men and you don't realize it. Like, I have Miss Independent syndrome so fucking bad. I was so scared for so long to let a man lead me, to be submissive to a man, to let a man take over. Like, I'm too afraid to lose control, because if I do, you might hurt me, you might steer me in the wrong direction, you might do this, that, and the third. Like, and then I realize now that me doing that basically is, you're not worth. You know what I mean? You're not. I don't need you. When really I do. I want to be submissive to my man. You know, I'm working on that. I'm trying to understand, how can I get there? It's helping that I know my father, and that I'm having these conversations with my dad. I'm like, I didn't have you in my life. I didn't get to learn from you what a healthy relationship with a man looks like, because you weren't in my life, but you didn't know about me. It's not your fault. We'll tell that story another day. But my dad is an amazing man, and I know that if he knew about me, he would have been in my life, and if he was in my life, my relationship with men would be completely different. So
would it be fair to say that we collectively came up with an idea to let Fuckboy of the Week phase out?
Absolutely.
And you said something important last night to me. You said, wait, I think in the last episode and the one before that, it was already going there.
It was, it was absolutely going in that direction. That's why I said at the beginning of talking about this, subconsciously I was already phasing that out. Maybe my higher power was showing me, I don't know, and there was through you.
Yeah, and there was something I told you, right? There was something I said, how do you want people to feel after they watch our show? Right?
Yeah.
Do we want them to feel angry? Do we want them to feel inspired? Do we want them to feel happy or sad? What emotion do we want to give them at the end of the day, right?
Right. And we have to go back to episode 1 where we say we want to inspire.
Yeah.
Right? We want to inspire growth.
Yeah.
And I want to keep growing.
Yeah.
You know, and
that was a phenomenal segue of Fuckboy, right?
Right.
How we turned that around into something positive now.
Yes, thank you.
Right?
Thank you for calling me on my bullshit.
Oh yeah, it wasn't bullshit.
No, it is.
It wasn't bullshit though, because it was real to you.
Right.
And no one could tell you that anything about you is bullshit. So I don't agree with that, because you had been driven, you had opened up about how something was for you, how you grew into that, right? So it wasn't bullshit, because at one point it was real to you, how you felt about it, right? Because not all women like to be fucking jumped into their DM by men.
Right.
And it wasn't anything wrong with that.
And that's what it is. That's what it was mostly for me, is the way that a man approaches a woman is everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I have a nice body. I have a figure. When a man comes to me and automatically talks about my butt, Like, you think I haven't fucking heard that a million times?
Yeah.
It's offensive to me because it's like, do you think I don't know? But then I remember there's a lot of women that like to hear that.
Yeah.
You know, that's what they feel gets a man's attention.
Yeah.
But I have learned that's not going to keep a man's attention.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So if there's something that you could offer, I mean, what did you learn by this whole experience? Like, what was the biggest takeaway for you?
To unlearn everything that I know about a relationship with a man. Honestly, like, and that is 38 years of unlearning I have to do.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm trying. I know I'm not going to be perfect, but I'm trying, and I'm trying to look at things differently and also understand, like, I have a son.
Yeah.
And he's 15 and he's super sensitive.
Yeah.
And I'm realizing that men are more sensitive than women are.
Yeah.
And it hurts my heart because I've been so hard on men my whole life. I really have. Like, I will go in on a man quick like that.
Yeah.
A woman, not so much.
Yeah.
Because I
trust me, I felt the wrath of it.
I know. I'm
I was
sorry.
like,
I
no, don't apologize because
no, I feel bad.
no, you shouldn't.
Emotional.
You shouldn't though, because
no, but I feel emotional about it because I feel like I feel like there's just work that I have to do around some relationships that I've had and some people that I need to make an amends with, and now it's like, whoa, I can totally see certain things that I did.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you helped me see that.
And none of it takes the light off of what was said from me to you, you know, because I know how to cut people with words.
So do I. And I don't like that.
And I just there's a learning phase for that too for me, you know, and I deeply send you my love for that because I mean I meant none of it. I just knew that I can get you the same way you were getting me, right?
Yeah.
I knew that I can make you feel a certain way by a certain couple words, right? Mm-hmm. And then at the end of the day, that breaks me down inside because here I am not doing it out of love, basically, because it's not who I am at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Right?
I think about now, like, okay, any sort of DM that I've gotten from a man since all this happened, I have ignored. Yeah. I haven't even responded.
And that's exactly what I was going to tell you. Like,
but here's something else that's really interesting. Quite a few years back, I met a male on Instagram who is now one of my dearest friends. And when I first met him on Instagram, I was attracted to him. Like, we had this thing going on, right? And then I sent him a picture of me that was like a sexy picture. And he wrote back to me and said, "Why did you send me that?" And I'm like, what the hell does he mean? Why did I send him that? Like, what man wouldn't want that picture of me? Yeah. And then I think I said that, and he said, "That's not why I'm talking to you." You know what I mean? Like, what do you really think about yourself? You don't know me. And it changed so much for me.
Were you ever like told that you wouldn't amount to anything, or told that you were not beautiful? Like, was that? I mean, that.
I don't think a man has ever told me I'm not beautiful, but a women for sure. But I just know that that's jealousy. You know what I mean? But a man, I've been said many things that are harmful and hurtful and traumatic by men. Yes, absolutely.
Well, I'm proud of our progress here because, I mean, being in front of a fucking camera, right? Yeah. And bringing people on the show and doing what we do. It's not easy.
No, it's not easy. This is like, you're really putting yourself out there and your feelings and your emotions, and you're being so vulnerable, and you're putting your life stuff, you know, that we don't want to talk about. You know what I mean? Like, but I realize that not only does it help me, like I said earlier, it helps other people, and it brings awareness, you know, because if we're not talking about these things, like Flood said earlier, what are we doing?
Yeah. What's your take on all that?
Shit. Well, like what you mean?
Like, so we went through something recently.
Yeah.
Maybe and I, right?
Yeah.
We had a segment on the show called "Fuck Boy of the Week," right?
Oh yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah, I seen it. I didn't.
What's your take on that? You didn't see anything wrong with it?
I didn't see nothing wrong. I get it. Like, I get why some people would be like, but I'm not even the type of person that get offended by it.
See, because there was a situation, and remember we have our TikTok, right? And there was a situation where I wanted to protect my co-host. So we both have access to the account, and someone, after we posted a video on there, someone went on there and said some mean ass words to my co-host. And I instantly deleted it because I didn't want her to engage. Right? I didn't want you to engage in it.
Yeah.
And I know that given I can't even say I know, but I just know you would have popped off at him.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I mean, I feel like I've kind of tried to become more creative at the way that I talk to people, because my motive and my intention really was to, the reason why I brought that segment on the show in the first place was to bring awareness to these men. Like, hey, not every woman wants to be approached like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But the way that it came off, I can definitely see how it wasn't a healthy thing. And I would much rather, like you said, men are not allowed. Someone asked me, it was like, I don't know, maybe 6-7 months ago, who is the most endangered species in the world? I feel like it's a man, particularly a black man, because you guys are not allowed to be emotional. You're not allowed to cry. You're not allowed to talk about your feelings. You're not allowed to be sensitive. And you're to go out there in the world and protect and provide. Who's protecting you?
Real
so
talk.
if I'm sitting here putting a man down when he obviously already feels down, because if a man is going to approach me like that, he doesn't feel good about himself already. So I don't want to do that. I don't want to be a part of that.
Really like the way you reflected, because that shows a lot of growth, for real.
That was like, tough for me. I literally sat in my house for like 2 hours and cried about it, thought about it, and I was like, damn, I did this.
And I would have been doing you a disservice if I didn't bring it to your attention like that, right?
You would have. And I always say that. I'm like, if your friends don't keep it real with you, they're not your friends.
Yeah.
Honestly, like, if you go out the house looking fucked up, I'm going to tell you.
Yeah.
You got a booger in your nose, I'm going to tell you about it. You know what I mean? You can't rap, I'm going to tell you about it. You know what I mean? You too much auto-tune on one of your songs, I'm going to tell you about it. You know? And like, it's anything. And it's never, to me, okay, I'm the kind of person that if I don't give a fuck about you, I'm not going to say shit to you.
Yeah.
I'm going to let you do your thing, and if you fall on your face, cool, whatever. If I care about you, even if you're going to get mad at me, I'm going to tell you my opinion and how I feel and what I think. You need to take it or leave it at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But if I love you, I'm going to say something to you. And that's what real friendship is. If your friends aren't holding you accountable, they're not your friends, straight up. So that's a whole nother show. But we are running out of time.
We want to thank you.
This has been great.
Yeah. It's all good. Appreciate y'all, man.
We appreciate you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we see great things for you. In 5 years, I can see you like having your own studio, producing stuff, a couple albums out there, wife, kids, driving a couple tight ass whips.
If you could, one last question for you: if you could travel anywhere in the world, where would you go?
Oh
shit! I want to go to Jamaica.
Me too.
That's what's up.
Me too. That's right.
Well,
it has been a pleasure.
Yeah, it has.
Yeah. So, we are on MARIN TV every Wednesday at 10 p.m., every Friday at 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, because we are on the West Coast. You know what I'm saying, man? And we also have our YouTube channel. I
tried to throw it up. I looked like I was like falling out of my chair and shit.
Your hand's too heavy. We have our YouTube channel. It is Get With The Program Podcast. It's just pod?
I think so. I think it's Get With The Program Podcast with maybe.
No, I think it's podcast.
Yeah.
On YouTube.
I think it's just back here, somewhere back there.
Yeah.
Some of that. Just type that in YouTube.
On Instagram, it is Get With The Program Pod. And I am MAYBEE. This is Freedom. This is Germ, or you can call him Flood or Jay, and he is our youth of the day, youth of the week, and we appreciate him. So come back for more, because we will have more for you. We keep it real. Stay hydrated. We love y'all. Thank you for your support. Thank you for MARIN TV.
Thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate you.
Whoop, whoop.
Thank you, OMID. Love you, bruh.
Peace out.
You want to say peace out?
Peace out, Girl Scouts and Boy Scouts.
Hey,
Yeah,
hey.
yeah, that's right.